and services, HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic. Bikes now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. Well, it's exciting. The sun is out finally. Man, oh man, it's gorgeous to see. And we're in for an exciting softball game here tonight. It's a season opener for AHSTW. They're coming off a 16-9 season, whereas EHK and Audubon, they opened up their season earlier. They beat ICAM Manning 10-0. So it's interesting the contrast between these two teams. They have really different, I think, strengths and weaknesses coming into the season. For EHK Audubon, their strength, no doubt, is Riley Miller. She is back and was one of the best pitchers in the entire state last year and helped the Audubon Exira softball program go to the state tournament. They were 2A runners-up. Miller was an all-state pitcher a year ago, and she's only a sophomore this year. But the offense lost 6 starters from last year's squad. A lot of bats are going out the window. So how will this Spartan team generate offense this season? That's going to be a huge question mark as the season goes on. On the other side of the ledger for the Lady Vikes, they lose a pitcher, Etta Partlow, who was an 8th grader a year ago. She was the most effective pitcher of the duo between her and Lorelei Whaling. Partlow decided not to come out for softball this year, so Whaling is back. They also have a new pitcher, Sienna Christian. We haven't seen her. She's played some club softball, but has not played any varsity high school softball. I get to start tonight. Offensive, Steve with Clara Kennedy, Holly Goodman at the leadoff spot.
AHSTW High School welcomes you to this event.
Although the bottom of the lineup, as most teams,
By being positive about the team and coaches, respecting the decisions of the officials, you enhance the atmosphere of athletics. Thank you for your attendance and cooperation.
Jack McKee and
we remind you that all Iowa high school events are tobacco-free.
On YouTube.
Also, please help
video powered by
keep our facility clean by disposing of trash in the blue barrels around the backstop
Well, before we talk about the softball teams, I just got to
the
mention
umpires
these
for tonight's
conditions
game
here
are
today.
Troy Nicholas
Absolutely
and
beautiful.
Rick
We're here in
Jones.
about 68 degrees. A few clouds in the sky, but mostly blue.
Now the starting lineup for
Generally,
Audubon,
the teams, I think
Exira,
both teams have a lot
EHK.
to offer. I know you talked with Tom a little bit
Leading off,
before
playing
this, and
center field,
he was
number
mixing
7,
his words a
Anna
little bit because
Larson.
he did shut out, what team was it? 10-0 before that?
Batting second
Yeah,
and playing
he talked
third,
about how he just
number
lacks
10,
the offense. But
Lucy
I
Sanderson.
mean, coming off a 10-0 shutout, I mean, there's clearly got to be some offense there, right?
Batting third and
And
doing the pitching,
I know
number
before
4, Riley
we were
Miller.
hearing the snapping of the catcher's mitts on both sides as they were getting the
Batting
field ready
fourth,
to go. And
playing first base,
yeah,
number
that
24,
pitcher Riley Miller for
Peterson.
Exira EHK Audubon, she's making that catcher's mitt
Batting
snap.
fifth,
And
doing
I'm
the
excited
catching,
to see
number
what she has
11,
to bring.
Zoe Rasmussen.
Is exciting. There's no doubt about it. There is one note.
Batting sixth and playing second base, number 3,
Peterson,
Alicia
really the leading
Testridge.
returning hitter for this Spartan team, is not in the lineup tonight.
Batting seventh, your designated player, number 2, Abby Wanser.
Banged up, injured, and we're not elaborating.
Batting
further,
eighth,
so we don't know how.
playing right field, number 5,
It should
Peyton
be an
Gus.
entertaining game. Season opener for HSTW.
Batting
And
ninth,
number 2
playing
for
left
the
field, number
second-ranked
16,
Exira EHK
Jordan
Audubon
Mulford.
Spartans. We have the
Your
first pitch
Fox
of the ball
player
game
tonight,
coming up. And
playing
we're back in 2
shortstop,
minutes
number
here on
30,
KSOM.
number 30.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
3H Customs has everything any farmer needs to be successful, and that's not an exaggeration. We offer soil sampling, crop scouting, and spraying. We also offer precision planting products, Midwest seed genetics, and nature's fertilizers. Don't forget fertilizers and anhydrous also. 3H Customs has everything the Iowa farmer needs, and we dedicate ourselves to helping each farmer be successful. For more information on how you can build that successful operation, call 249-2429 or visit 3hcustoms.com. 3H Customs, customizing your farming resources to fit your needs.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
All right, we are ready for softball here tonight. As Jack said earlier, it is a gorgeous night. When we got here, the clouds had sort of dominated the skies, but they have cleared themselves out, and we have sunshine, and we're having softball here tonight in the Western Iowa Conference. A little, just to kind of erase a little confusion, last year, the Audubon, they played under the Audubon banner, and it was just strictly Audubon. And for whatever reason, they didn't include Exire HK in the name of the team. But we knew that that was the first year that they were united. This year, they're united again, but they have flip-flopped the name. So I don't know if they're going to alternate every other year, but they're going under the Exire EHK/Audubon banner. However, they're not going to play in Exire's conference. They're going to play in the Western Iowa Conference. So, and they are wearing uniforms with the Spartans. So last year we called this team the Wheelers. This year we're calling them the Spartans.
Yeah, and we were coming off Tuesday with the Griswold Cam team that also recently collaborated, and both teams are kind of different on their situations. I mean, Griswold is kind of absorbing Cam completely, and I think there's a lot more like lot more fine print when it comes to the collaboration of this Exire HK and Audubon team.
Yeah, Griswold and Cam this year is similar to what Audubon and Exire was last year. So if that makes any sense, but this year it's more of a partnership, I think. And
Yeah.
Tom Peterson taking over. Last year's coach for Audubon has moved on to ICAM Manning, ironically enough. And so now Tom, longtime, of course, baseball coach. He's at Exire HK. He's also the girls basketball coach at Exire HK. So he's now taken over the softball program here. And it'll be interesting to see how this all comes together. I talked to him before the season, and I said, "How do you feel about going into softball instead of baseball?" He says, it's still hardball." Tom, always colorful as always. We're ready to go for softball here tonight on a gorgeous night in Avoca. And
Leading off
Christian
for Audubon EHK,
starting pitcher for
number 7, Anna Larson.
And Anna Larson will lead things off. One of the few returning positional players for the Spartans as she stands in on the left side. And you're ready to go. Christian is into the line, and the first pitch of the ball game, hit her in the helmet. You heard it. First pitch is at 7:02 p.m. this evening. Let's take a look at the starting lineups that Sienna Christian will face as turned in
Next up,
by
number 10,
Exire Stan Peterson. Anna Larson leads it off and plays center field. Lucy Stannerson will now step in. The freshman is at third base batting second. Riley Miller, the starting pitcher, and a sophomore will hit third. Riley Peterson, the first baseman, is the cleanup batter. And the first pitch to Stannerson is in there for a called strike. Zoe Rasmussen is the starting catcher. A freshman, she'll hit fifth. Alyssa Testrode, second base. Senior will hit sixth. Abby Wanzer is the designated player for Xira, the junior in the 7th spot. Here's a bunt. It's popped up. And it kind of nicked the press box. They have a net. There's a space separating the screen and the press box, and they have a net to catch it. And the count is no balls and 2 strikes to Standerson. Winding out the lineup, Peyton Gust. In right field, senior will hit 8. Jordan Mulford in left field, the junior bats 9. That's in the dirt. And moving down to second will go Larson. It'll be a wild pitch from Christian. And Xira HK has a runner in scoring position. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Standerson. Aubrey Nelson, by the way, will play in the field for Xira HK, and she's at shortstop, replacing Taryn Peterson. 1 and 2, the count to Standerson. And that pitch high and outside, and it's even out 2 and 2. Standerson only had 1 official at bat a year ago and went 0 for 1. You'll see a lot of that, or hear a lot of that, from Xira HK this year. Larson on at second, 2 and 2, the count to Standerson. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Christian comes through and delivers her first strikeout of the night. 1 away for Riley Miller.
Now for the Spartans,
defensively behind
Riley Miller.
Lorelei Whaling is in left field. Brooks Lee in center. Natalie Scopes is in right. Allie Goodman at third. Kennedy Wyman, the shortstop. Reese Goff at second base. Brianna Wood over at first. And Clara Pace is the catcher. First pitch to Miller in there for a called strike. Sunny skies, 67 degrees here at game time tonight. Clouds decided to make way for a gorgeous evening here in Avoca. The 0-1 to Miller. Change up a little bit high, and Pace had to get outside to snare it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Miller hit .327 a year ago with 19 RBIs, and with Peterson out of the lineup, Miller becomes the key hitter for this team. Runner at second. 1-1, that just misses low, and it's 2-1 to Miller.
Miller's playing really ahead in that batter's box.
Outfield is pretty much straight away. Yeah, she's way up there. Maybe she's going to look to drive one the other way. 2-1 now to Miller with the runner at second. He does go the opposite side down the right field line, but it's foul. Oh, do they rule it fair? They didn't. Well, running around the bases is Larson. They rule it a fair ball right down the line. Miller has an RBI double, and it is 1-0 Xira HK Audubon.
Yeah, I didn't get a very good look there, Chris. I kind of had to
really scream down the line here, the right field side, because of the sun. It's disappeared.
Next up for the Spartans, Riley.
And we got a courtesy runner for Miller. And Maya King will run for Miller. So the leading returning hitter for Xira HK produces, and the first pitch to Briley Peterson is way high for ball 1. By the way, thanks for the umpire who pointed that out to us. They don't usually get that, but this man in blue said, yeah, look out, courtesy runner at second. Riley only went 0 for 2 a year ago. The 1-0, and that's a little high and outside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Peterson. So Miller goes right down the right field line and just able to eat up a little chalk, and she gets the RBI double to put the Spartans on top early here in the first. The 1-0 is high and outside, and it's 2 balls, no strikes to Peterson. 3 balls, no strikes to Peterson, as the scoreboard has not caught up. Peterson batting cleanup, and only a freshman for the Xira HK team. The 3-0. There's the strike on the inside corner from Christian. And the hitters count now for Peterson. King, the runner at second. Remember, Larson got aboard on a hit by pitch that hit her helmet. They moved to second on a wild pitch, scored on Miller's double. Now the 3-1. That one low below the knees for ball 4. The runners at first and second, only 1 away, and here's Zoe Rasmussen for Xira HK.
Next up, Zoe Rasmussen.
Xira has nice new uniforms as well this year with white jerseys, Spartans in black across the letters, and black pants, and HTW all in blue. First pitch, the Rasmussen just misses outside for ball 1. Christian is just trying to poke away at the corners, and she is just missing her spots right now. 1-0 to Rasmussen, who a year ago went 0 for 5 for Xyri HK. So big cut, swing, and pokes it foul back to the screen, and it's even at a ball at his strike. King at second, Peterson at first for Xyri HK. They're trying to keep this inning rolling. They'd like to turn it into a big inning. 1-1 the count to Rasmussen from Christian. That one's just a little bit high on a riser, and it's 2 balls at a strike now. Christian trying to get out of this mess for the Lady Vikes. Limit the damage here in the early part of the ball game. 2-1 now to Rasmussen. A check swing. She let it go by. It's low and inside. 3-1 now to Zoe Rasmussen, a freshman.
Sparty's playing really patient in that box right now, and it just kind of seems like that hitter's count is just kind of coming to him.
3-1 the count to Rasmussen. That's outside, and they're loaded. So back-to-back walks by Christian, who cannot find the zone. And we're going to have a courtesy runner for Rasmussen, who's the backstop for Xyri HK. And they will go with Brooklyn Rabble. So King running for Miller at third, Peterson on at second, Brabham running for Rasmussen is at first, and Katie Pace wants to talk things over here after Christian has not been able to find the zone. Again, you don't want to go right down the middle, but she cannot figure out where the strike zone is. She's poking around, and she just cannot hit her spots at the moment. And like you say, Jack, it's patience right now for Xyri HK. They're willing to take the walks.
We do got to remember that it is the season opener for AHSTW, and it could just be, working those kinks out and just kind of getting that off-season coldness off of you.
Yeah, Lorelei Whaling did do some warm-up pitches before, and we expect Christian and Whaling to kind of share the pitching duties, and Hallie Goodman can also throw for the Lady Vikes. So here's Testrout now for Xyri HK. She takes the first pitch high. Oh, it's a roll to strike. Must be a high strike zone here tonight. That one up by the letters, and Testrout is behind in the count, 0-1. So whatever magic that Katie Pace talked with Christian worked. Testrout shows bunt, takes it low. Pace comes up and runs the runner King back to the bag at third. She has to dive back in. Now, her uniform will need longer services afterwards. You haven't played until you got that uniform dirty.
Yeah.
1-1 the count to Testrout. Bases loaded, one out, top of the first. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Good pitch by Christian that time. And now ahead of Testrout, who did not have an at-bat a year ago for Xyri HK. 1-0. Spartans lead. Bases loaded, one out in the first. 1-2 and a swing and a miss for strike 3. Second strikeout for Christian. It's kind of been all or nothing so far. She's walked 2. She's hit a batter. She struck out 2. 2 away for Abby Wanzer now for Xyri. No at bats as well for the junior. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. Wanzer is the designated player for Tom Peterson's club, and the Spartans need some 2-out lightning right now. The Lady Vikes trying to get their bats in the hand. And that one is high and outside by Christian, and it's even at 1-1. Christian seems to be pitching with a little bit more authority since Coach Pace came out to visit. Now the 1-1 offering. And a little hesitation by Wanzer. It's a strike call to the outside corner. She couldn't pull the trigger. And Christian now ahead at 1-2. She's 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Christian strikes out the side, but the RBI double by Riley Miller. 1 run, 1 hit, but it could have been a lot worse. 3 left on base through a half inning. It's Xyri HK's 1, AHSTW coming to bat on KSOM.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
Where will you be?
1-0 XRHK over AHSTW. We go to the bottom of the first. Here on KSOM. Holly Goodman leads it off for the Lady Vikes against Riley Miller. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss for strike one. Here's the lineup that Miller will face, is turned in by AHSTW head coach Katie Pace. Holly Goodman is a junior at third base leading it off. Kennedy Wyman, a freshman at shortstop, at second. Sienna Christian is the pitcher. A senior will hit third. The 0-1 pitch low. Clara Pace, freshman catcher in the cleanup spot. Brianna Wood, junior at first base, bats fifth. Lorelei Whaling, a senior in left field, at six. Brooke Lee, sophomore center fielder, in the seventh spot. Swing and a miss by Goodman. Reese Knopp, freshman at second base, bats eighth. And Natalie Stokes, freshman right fielder, will hit ninth. 1-2 the count to Goodman from Miller. And the pitch misses outside, and it's even at 2-2. Miller against ICAM Manning struck out 5 in that game and only allowed 2 hits from the Wolves. 2-2 to Goodman, who hit .247 a year ago. And a strike 3 call on the riser from Miller, framed perfectly. Freezes Goodman, and there's one away here in the bottom of the
Next up for Lady Vikes, Kennedy Wyman.
Defensively behind Miller, Jordan Mulford in left, Anna Larson at center. Peyton Gust is over in right. Lucy Standerson, the third baseman. Aubrey Nelson at short. Alyssa Testro, the second baseman. Briley Peterson over at first. Zoe Rasmussen, the catcher. And there's a strike right down the pike to Wyman. 0-1 to the dangerous freshman shortstop for the Lady Vikes, who hit .368 a year ago with 11 RBI. The 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Another riser by Miller. Interesting to see what she has added to her arsenal this year pitching-wise. Her riser is so lethal. But she has a lot in her repertoire that she can go with. That riser is too high, and it's 1-2 to Wyman. The numbers for Miller last year were impressive. And she put on a show, especially at the state tournament. Nice for strike 3. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts for Miller. 2 away for Sienna Christian. In 28 games
Next
a year
up,
ago,
number 7, Sienna Christian.
started 22, had a 17-3 record. She had an ERA of 1.24. Christian in on the right side. First pitch, foul to the first base side. Up against the screen in front of the fans. 0-1. Miller allowed 47 runs, 29 earned on 84 hits, 35 walks, 256 strikeouts. That one a little low from Miller. Fastball, 1-1 the count now to Christian. 256 strikeouts in 164 innings.
Wow.
1-1 now to Christian. Riser is a little high. 2-1 now to Christian. She did not hit a batter last year. That's also impressive. Opponents only hit 142 against her. The 2-1. And just misses outside. Seems like both pitchers can't find the outside corner just yet. 3-1 the count to Christian. 2 outs, nobody aboard, 1-0. Xira with the lead. Swing, there's a fly ball dumped in the shallow right. That's going to be a base hit. Center fielder Larson reaches over to cut it off. But a good piece of hitting by Christian, who dumps it into right center. And the Vikes have a 2-out base hit.
Really close to those 3 strikeouts in one inning. Miller showing some excellent command, excellent velo.
So far, we haven't had an out in the field yet.
Yeah.
Because Christian, even though she gave up the 1 run, she struck out the side. Here's Clara Pace. Just a tremendous job by Pace a year ago. I think they're going to do a courtesy runner for Christian. They are indeed. Courtesy number 11. The courtesy runner is Keelan Goodman. So Goodman now at first with 2 outs, and Pace the batter. First pitch was fouled back to the screen, 0-1. Boy, Pace was ready to quick that bat. Got a piece. She had 333 a year ago with 15 runs batted in. You didn't blink, did you?
Chris, I believe I had some rust fall off the fence on me when that hit the fence.
You got hit by rust. The 0-1, that's a line drive. Base tip. Mulford was playing over towards the corner, and she fields it and gets it in a hurry to hold Pace to a single. Goodman stamps at second. Back-to-back 2-out hits. So Miller has given up more hits in this inning. There's just as many hits as she gave up all game long against IKM. Here's Brianna Wood. First pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1. Good piece of hitting by Pace. Mulford was, and still is, way off the line in left field. The 0-1. Creases Wood, but it just misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wood hit 121 a year ago with 6 RBIs on the year. Runners at first and second, 2 out. 1-0 Xyra. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Wyland fell out of that pitch. It looked like it was coming through the heart of the plate, and it just wouldn't. That's a technical term. The 1-2. And that's a strike 3 called. Miller comes back, strikes out Wood. She strikes out the side. And AHSTW comes up empty. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left through 1 complete. Xyra HK 1 and HSTW nothing. Back in a minute on KSOM.
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
Did you know that Mexican food is considered to be healthy?
What? How do you figure?
Almost every dish has vegetables. Salsa, all vegetables. Guacamole, avocados, and corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free.
Okay, I get it. Tacos, lettuce and tomato. So Rancho Grande for dinner?
Race it to the car.
Add more vegetables to your diet at Rancho Grande in Atlantic. And then you can indulge in a guilt-free margarita, imported beer, or dessert. Choose a healthier option at Rancho Grande. Open 7 days a week.
I know you want for 3 minutes. Me, there ain't on me.
And we're back here in Avoca.
One out of area. I'm gone, ain't never going.
1-0 Xyra HK out of the lead. Man in blue came over. Told me that last batter for the Vikes actually was a foul tip that Rasmussen was able to hold on to. It was, and I didn't even hear the bat, but
Next up for Spark.
nevertheless, Rasmussen squeezed that net with a softball inside. And now Peyton Dust will lead things off for the Spartans here with a 1-zip lead. And the first pitch from Sienna Christian is up high for ball 1. Again, Dust, a senior, but she had no offensive stance a year ago for the Spartans. And as we said, that's going to be a theme. 1-0. And that one just misses low. Boy, that didn't miss by much. 2-0 to Gust. I think the strike zone again a little bit high, but I think it's been generally consistent. Have to find it. The 2-0, that's fouled back to the screen by Gust, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. So it's going to be interesting to see how this team can generate offense. And they go up against a pitcher that is going to challenge them, and that's going to have to come in time throughout the season. The 2-1, and that's pulled foul over the dugout of the first base side, and it's even at 2-2. Coming into the season, obviously the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union is quite impressed with this team, and certainly impressed with Riley Miller because they are ranked second in the 2A polls to start the year. 2-2 to Gus. Sings, you had a piece of it, you fouled it back to the screen to scale on. But clearly they're going to need Taryn Peterson to return. Anna Larson is another offensive player with some experience. And it's going to have to be a work in progress throughout the year. Otherwise, we might have a lot of 1-0 games. The 2-2. Popped up, foul on first base side, lunging over, Stickling is good, but she holds on and make a nice play in front of her own dugout for out number 1. That's not an easy play to make because you're running straight out that dugout, Jack, and he did a great job of maintaining her balance. She stumbled just a little bit, but she squeezed them in.
Barely got an eye on it. I had to move over to the left just to get a look at that.
First pitch to Jordan Mulford, and she bunts it foul for strike 1. First base doesn't get enough credit for defense. You need a good defensive player over there, somebody who can run a little bit, not a lot, but just enough to scamper for foul balls. The 0-1 Mulford again shows bunt and pulls it back. It's high. 1-1 to Mulford.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, every strike from Christian so far this inning has came from foul tips.
Yeah, I mean, Xyrie K, they're starting to get some cuts. They're trying to do a better job of timing her. The 1-1, that one is a tad high. 2-1 to Mulford. 1-0 Xyrie K with the lead over AHSTW. By the way, that foul out was the first non-strikeout out we've had. The 2-1. And that's taken a little high. Again, not missing by much. 3-1 to count to Mulford. Christian's probably wondering what she has to do to get a strike. Has not been able to find that zone consistently. Here's the 3-1. Mulford squares, takes it. It's ball 4. So that is walk number 3 from Christian. She also has a hit batter. That was against Larson,
number 7.
to lead off the game, and now she'll stand in. Maybe tepidly after getting hit in the helmet. Well, the Spartans have something here with a runner at first. Larson shows bunt, takes it, runner goes, no throw. Mulford slides just for whatever's sake, and she's in with a stolen base.
I think beyond that hit by pitch to start off the game for Christian, I mean, a lot of her pitches have just been right on the edge.
I believe it was ball 1 to Larson. Swing and fouls that one back to the screen. And it's even at 1-1. Oh, it's not. That first pitch was a strike, so it's 0-2 to Larson. He scored the only run of the game after getting hit by the pitch. He's moved to second on a wild one and scored on Miller's RBI double. So Christian is ahead with one out, a runner at second. The 0-2 now to the lefty, Larson. And just missing outside. Pace coming up. Thought maybe it might have nicked a little bit of the plate. 1-2 now to Larson. Not a bad pitch at all by Christian to go a little away and just didn't get that outside corner. Now the 1-2. Strike 3 caught on the inside corner. Christian kind of needed it. She got it. She dug in. She saw that high strike on the inside corner. Larson is dispatched.
Next up, number 10, Lucy Scannerson.
For strikeout for Christian. Here's Lucy Stannerson now. First pitch is outside and low. Stannerson was a strikeout victim of Christian in that first inning. Now you can't really play small ball with 2 outs. Unless Stannerson wants to lay it down. The third baseman is coming in. Ball pops out of the mid of pace and down to third. Scampers Mulford.
Really nice awareness on the base pass, though.
That is a pass ball. And now the Spartans have a runner the short distance away up the line at third. 2-0 now to Scannerson with a dangerous Riley Miller on deck.
Scary situation to be in, especially with 2 outs.
The 2-0. Taken all the way for a called strike. 2-1 to Standerson. You don't want to face Miller with runners on base, although I wouldn't be surprised if they would just walk her to load him up. Shows bunt, takes a strike. 2-2, the count out of Standerson. Mulford at third. Goodman is coming in a little bit more at third base. The deuces are wild. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Christian rears back and gets out of the inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 left. To an inning and a half. It's still 1-0 Xyri HK here on KSOM.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
So totally bottom second inning, 1-0 Xyri. Leading AHSTW in softball action here in Avoca. Tomorrow night, we'll be in Guthrie Center for baseball action. Originally on the schedule, it was supposed to be Griswold at Xyri HK, but as schedules are wont to be, they changed everything. First pitch to Lorelei Whaling is a swing and a miss for strike 1. So that game has been moved. It was an open date for Xyri HK. The 0-1, there's a strike on the outside corner. First low strike tonight. 1-0 to 2 to Whaling. With 292 last year, 12 RBI. So Xyri baseball had an open date, and then it got filled because of a rainout with ACGC. So they make a game tomorrow. It's a 5 o'clock start. We'll be there with coverage in KSOM. That's the longest promo in the history of promos. The 0-2 up high, now the 1-2 to Whaling, and it's high outside by Miller, and it's even at 2-2. Whaling, a veteran player. Well, she asked for time. She didn't get it, but the pitch missed. She got a break.
We've seen three really good takes here. She started 0-1 and now 3-2.
And a swing and a miss for strike 3. That time Miller just kind of threw it down the middle again. Whaling, as she stepped into the box, asked for time. The umpire never gave it to her, and Miller just threw it right by her. So she's going to have to make some adjustments. Miller gets her 4th strikeout. She's only gotten outs by strikeout. The defense hasn't had a chance to touch it. There's a bunt by Lee. Miller at the circle will throw the first in time to get Lee. The second baseman, Testro, came over to cover with Peterson at first as well. But the bunt got too close to Miller. And there's 2 away. That'll bring on Reese now. First pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1. So a good idea by Lee, but she just got that bunt a little bit too close to Miller, and she had an easy play of it. The 0-1, swing and a miss for strike two by Knopf. It was 0 for 9 a year ago. And Miller trying to make short work of this half inning. And she raced that one, but would not chase. A little bit high, and it's 1-2. Knopf bends really low and doesn't give you much of a target. The 1-2 is popped up. High pop up to short, and third Nelson and Stannerson come together, but it's Nelson who was able to hang on to make the catch, and that will retire the side. Lady Vikes going over 3 up, 3 down through 2 complete. It's still 1-0 Xyri HK here on KSOM.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
3H Customs has everything any farmer needs to be successful, and that's not an exaggeration. We offer soil sampling, crop scouting, and spraying. We also offer precision planting products, Midwest seed genetics, and nature's fertilizers. Don't forget fertilizers and anhydrous also. 3H Customs has everything the Iowa farmer needs, and we dedicate ourselves to helping each farmer be successful. For more information on how you can build that successful operation, call 249-2429 or visit 3hcustoms.com. 3H Customs, customizing your farming resources to fit your needs.
Still 1-0
number 4, Riley.
Chris Varney, Jack McKee alongside here on KSOM. And we head to the third. It'll be the heart of the order for the Spartans: Miller, Riley Peterson, and Zoe Rasmussen. This is an ideal situation for the Lady Vikes to face Miller without anybody on base. Miller did not hit a home run last year, but at 19 driven in. The first pitch from Christian is low for ball one. There's so many great moments by the Audubon Xyri softball team a year ago, going to state before falling in the 2A championship game as Christian missed it way too high. She missed badly with that one. 2 balls and no strikes. Audubon lost to Van Meter in the title game 5-3. Prior to that, first and second rounds, they won both games in the ninth. Miller reaches for it on 2-0 and pops it up out of play. And it's 2 balls and a strike now to Riley Miller. In the first game, Audubon beat West Monona 4-3. It was a walk-off hit by Miller. A double to right that scored Maddie Nielsen to win it. The 2-1 is low and inside. 3 balls and a strike. Now to Riley. And then in the semifinals, it was Michelle Brooks, the Audubon County Fair Queen, who was the queen of the diamond, if you will, who had a 2-run base hit down the line and right to win it for the Wheelers. That one big in the third. Ball 4, and Miller is aboard on a 4-pitch walk. That is the 4th free pass issued by Chris.
24, Riley.
We're going to see a courtesy runner, and that'll be King again for Xyri HK. And Riley Peterson now the batter. 22. Just tremendous moments. Everybody was kind of hanging on the edge of their seat. Even in the championship game, you thought maybe Audubon would have a chance to do something and win it. Runner goes. The pitch is a strike, and the throw is there, but the shortstop Wyman couldn't bring it in. Actually, check that the second baseman Knopf couldn't bring it in. It hit. She was blocking it down low. Couldn't quite catch the ball. Couldn't bring that one in. And a stolen base for King. 0-1 to count to Peterson. The pitch from Christian. She bunts it foul. And it's 0-2 now to Peterson. Actually, in the championship game, with 2 outs, Audubon actually got back-to-back two-out hits by Jordan Porsche and Miller. They were able to get Alexis Obermeyer on a grounder to end the game. And Magic would not strike thrice. The 0-2 popped up back to the screen and hits the netting below the press box. And the ball gets stuck in the netting. Somebody will have to get that later. Nothing at 2 to Peterson here. Xyri HK trying to add to their lead here against Siena Christian. Miller got the RBI double in the first inning. She walked on 4 pitches, and Almaya King stole second, or courtesy runner. Peterson steps back in the right side of the box. He's behind in this count, though. Christian, the 0-2. Strike 3 called on a good rise here. Hits the high part of that zone. That's been called all night. Good pitch by Christian. Froze Peterson. 6 strikeouts for Christian away for Rasmussen. She walked her first time up, first pitch, and that's fouled way out of play. Hope I parked way out of the spot of that one.
It's hard to tell. We're losing a lot of them to the sun here on the right side.
It's nothing to one to Rasmussen. King not at second for the Spartans. 1 out here in the third. There's the strike. Right down the middle with that one. It froze Rasmussen. And Christian suddenly getting ahead of the hitter. She was not doing that earlier. But in this inning, seems to have found the zone a little bit more. 0-2's in the dirt. Good block by Pace. And King has to stay put. 1-0. Xyri HK with the lead here. Well, they only have 1 hit so far in the game. 1-2 now to Rasmussen. Again low, and again Pace digs it out before it could hit the dirt. 2 good stops in a row by the Lady Vike backstop. So we're even to Rasmussen at 2 balls, 2 strikes. King still on at second. The pitch now from Christian. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. She has now struck out 2 in a row looking. 7 strike out of the game for Christian. And there's 2 away now for Testro.
Next up, number 3, Alyssa
I'm really seeing Christian get into a good groove here.
And the inexperience in offense for Xyri HK also showing. That one's in the dirt. Good block by Pace on the first pitch. And it's 1 ball and no strikes to Testro, who struck out her first time up against Christian. The only problem is the defense has probably lulled the way to sleep in this game because Christian's striking everybody out. The 1-0 in the dirt again, and Pace again has to block it. Good job by Pace, who's getting a workout in this half inning. But this time, Christian falls behind. King still at second. Back-to-back strikeouts for Christian. 2-0 the count to Testro. Riser is up high, and it's 3-0.
Right there.
Season opener for AHSTW. Siena Christian wasn't on this Vikes team a year ago. She's a senior. She's got club softball experience. Now the 3-0. Take it all the way for a called strike. But a welcome addition to this club. She's hitting 3rd in the order. She had a hit against Miller. She has 7 strikeouts. The 3-1. Testro loops it up in the shallow right. And coming on is Stokes, and she cannot make the catch. The throw home is not in time. They'll throw down to second and out there. Testro trying to stretch it to second, but good piece of running by King. The ball dumped into right field. Stokes coming on, could not make the play. And Xyri HK able to tack on the run on the RBI hit by Testro. 1 run, 1 hit, and nobody left aboard. We go to the bottom of the third. It's now Xyri HK Audubon 2, AHSTW nothing. Back after this on KSOM.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
The Lady Vikes, number 17, Natalie Stokes.
So the Spartans tack on a run there on the top of the third. They lead it 2-0. Vikings will try to get it back. Natalie Stokes with it up, bunts it back to the circle, but Miller picks it up and throws to first just in time to get Stokes. One pitch, one out here in the third.
Next up,
Stokes got to hop that bunt up right back up the middle. Miller, she kind of soft tossed at that ball, Jack. I mean, you got to put a little bit on it, and it almost moved Peterson off the bag. Top of the order down for Goodman. First pitch from Miller, just misses outside for ball one. What do you like about Riley Miller so far?
You know, it's more about, honestly, what I'm liking is from behind the plate. I mean, I'm seeing some really good frames, some really good stops. Miller has been really great, but there's been some balls that have been gone down pretty low. And from behind the dish, they're having no real problem really making a stop on them.
The 1-0 pitch is in the dirt. The 2-0 is a swing and a miss for strike one. 2-1 to Hallie Goodman, who struck out looking her first time up. Good job by Zoe Rasmussen behind the plate. Swing and a miss for strike two. And just like that, Miller even with Goodman. Miller is retired 5 in a row. She gave up back-to-back 2-out singles in the first. Now the 2-2 to Goodman. And riser is high. Goodman lays off. That was the strikeout pitch that Miller wanted. Count is full to Hallie Goodman, Jr. for the Vikes. And it's low ball 4. So good take on 2-2, and it earns Goodman a walk. The first free one issued by Miller. And now you come into the heart of the Lady Vikes order. Kennedy Wyman, dangerous hitter, will stand in. Goodman can run. Here's a punt. First base side, Miller fields. She'll go to first, covered by Testrope from second. So they put the small ball play with Wyman on, and it's a sacrifice. Again,
next up for Lady Vikes,
charging as well. But again, the bunt is too close to the pitcher, and Miller has thrice made plays on bunts. So 2 away. It's up to Sienna Christian to try and help her own cause. Down 2-0. And the first pitch is low for ball one. Christian did deliver a single with 2 outs in the first against Miller. She has Goodman at second base right now. The 1-0. Riser's way up high. And Miller falls behind 2 balls and no strikes to Sienna Christian. Vikes trying to come back here against the Spartans. The 2-0, and that's low and inside. Miller suddenly cannot find the spot.
Yeah, I think we're kind of seeing an inverse effect here on the AHSTW side. Christian is really starting to hit those edges, and Miller's starting to lose control a bit, I think here.
3-0 to count to Christian. Low below the knees. 4-pitch walk. Second free pass by Miller, both in this inning.
Number 15, Clara Pace.
And that'll bring on Clara Pace. I think we might see a pitch, a courtesy runner. That would be Keelan Goodman will run for Christian. So here's Pace with 2 on. And there's a strike. Again, a little riser that found the upper part of the zone to Pace. And she gets ahead, 0-1. Pace ripped a base hitter last time up. That one is low on a fast one from Miller. And it's even out, a ball and a strike. Pace, a .333 hitter a year ago, co-leader on the team in RBIs. First and second, 2 out here. The 1-1 cannot climb the ladder. A swing and a miss for strike 2. And Miller now a pitch away from getting out of the inning. 2 walks with a bunt in between. The 1-2. Riser, and this time Pace laid off.
Really good take there from Pace.
2-2. Now the count. Deuces are wild. 2-0. Exira with the lead. 2 on, 2 out in the third. Swing up for strike 3. Miller needed some extra, and she reared back and got it. And a big strikeout to end the frame. No runs, no hits, 2 walks, 2 left. We play 3. Exira HK Audubon leads 2-0 here on KSOM.
Super shot. What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
So we go to the 4th here on KSOM.
Next up for the Spartans, number 2, Avoca.
6.5. We play the best in country music. Got the best news, got the best weather, and of course the best sports. And the best farm ag news as well. Anser leads it off for Exira HK. The first pitch is popped back out of play. Up against the screen for strike 1. Bottom of the order for Exira HK. Here at the top of the 4th. They lead it 2-0. And Sienna Christian still in the circle for the Lady Vikes. That one just misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wanzer struck out her last time up for the Spartans. 1-1. She humbled that one way foul on the first base side, way towards the parking lot. And this is a very important inning for Christian. She's facing batters 7, 8, and 9, and they hit down there for a reason. You want to not try and poke around here. And misses outside with that one. It's even out at 2-2 to Wanzer. Although Mulford was able to fight a walk against Christian back in the 2nd inning. The 2-2. That's popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And Wood runs out of room. And it stays at 2-2 to Wanzer. Getting here to the middle part of the innings. This is where the Spartans would like to try and extend, and the Lady Vikes cannot allow any more runs. They have to stay within shouting distance. Miller's not going to let you have too much. The 2-2 is way high, and Wanzer has fought the count full. Again, the number 7 hitter, Christian, does not want to put this one on. Might see a bunt in the next at bat to pay off. Let's see, went after it. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is strikeout number 8 for Christian. He struck out at least 2 every inning so far. She struck out the side in the first.
Next up, 5, 8.
Out the second. 2 in the third. Really, the only outs not recorded other than strikeouts were a pop-up and the play at second base where desperately trying to stretch it into a hit. Here's a ground ball to second, but scooped up by Knopp, and she throws to first. So ball actually hit in the field, and again it's by Gust, who popped out and foul ground the first time up. Now she's 0 for 2, 2 outs here in the fourth.
Yeah, seeing a lot of late contact coming from both teams. If there's someone foul, it's most likely going to be on that right side.
Here's Mulford now. First pitch is in there for a called strike. When you got good pitchers, the field is almost kind of reduced. I mean, the left fielder is almost playing essentially in left center. You could even move her even further. The 0-1. Oh, she commits on the bunt as Mulford swinging a miss for strike 2. When you have two solid pitchers like this and the hitters are not catching up, you make a great point, Jack. They are going to go to right. You can even shift the outfield more than they are. The 0-2 is way up high, 1-2 to Mulford. Right now, Whaling in left is kind of, I mean, she's way off the line, but I'd even move her up further. I don't think anybody's going to pull the ball on Christian. At least nobody's threatened to. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and it's the first 1-2-3 inning for Christian. 3 up, 3 down for the Spartans. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's still Xira HK Audubon 2 and AHSTW nothing. Back after this, KSOM.
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
Did you know that Mexican food is considered to be healthy?
What? How do you figure?
Almost every dish has vegetables. Salsa, all vegetables. Guacamole, avocados, and corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free.
Okay, I get it. Tacos, lettuce and tomato. So Rancho Grande for dinner?
Race it to the car.
Add more vegetables to your diet at Rancho Grande in Atlantic, and then you can indulge in a guilt-free margarita, imported beer, or dessert. Choose a healthier option at Rancho Grande. Open 7 days a week.
So we go to the bottom of the fourth, and it's still 2-0 Xira HK Audubon on top of AHSTW. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the Lady Bike lineup. Brianna Wood will lead things off from the left side and takes a strike, 0-1. Miller has struck out 5. Christian has struck out 9 tonight. Just impressive job by the pitchers. The 0-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2. Wood struck out looking to end the first. Big strikeout by Miller to end the third with 2 on walks to get out of that jam. The 0-2, strike 3 called right down the pike.
You know, Chris, if I'm an AHSTW Blue right now, I'm going to really start challenging a lot of these pitches. Getting pretty deep into the game. You might see that velo drop a little bit. And I think that's the time where you really want to make your mark on that scoreboard.
Whaling stands in now for the Vikes. Bumps it. Third base side. Scooped up by Stannerson. Throw to first. In time. It was a low throw. I think Peterson scooped it out for out number 2. What a good job by Peterson at first base.
Yeah, we kind of saw a clash there on first base, if I saw that correctly. I think the first baseman's leg was kind of behind, kind of in the base paths. Pretty big clash there.
So a good job on that stretch. 2 outs now for Brooke Lee. A good attempt by Whaling to put down the bunt. And Stannerson is cheating way in as well. The first pitch to Lee is fouled back out of play, 0-1. Lee tried to bunt her last time up, but too close to Miller, who made the play at first. Vikes have not gotten a hit since the first inning. The 0-1. Ching remains for strike 2. Miller is a veteran, and yet she's only a sophomore. Riser is way high, wasted, 0-2. She is just one of the better pitchers in the state, and she is going to be counted on, and she does it again. Swing and a miss for strike 3, strikeout number 7, and the Lady Vikes go on order in the 4th. We played 4 innings here in Avoca. It's still 2-0. HK Audubon on top. Back after this on KSOM.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
Full of players in the dugout that was moved into Miley Cyrus's party in the USA between innings. We head to the 5th. 2-0. Spartans on top of AHSTW. Season opener for the Lady Vikes. Game number 2 of the season for the second-ranked Spartans. And Anna Larson, the leadoff batter, steps in and bunts it. It dives on the first base side. Tough play. And the ball is thrown over the catcher page. Larson cannot advance. The ball does not get away very far. What a perfect bunt by Larson. That ball just deadened off that aluminum bat. I just always find it amazing how you can bunt with aluminum bats, but that ball just stopped.
Yeah, and it's in that really sweet spot where it's far away from the pitcher, far away from the catcher. And, if she had gotten a better jump off that, it would have been perfect.
Standerson will bump. That stops on the first base side. Paces enough play. Steps up, takes it out. Standerson takes it for Wood with a great job of stretching up towards second base. But back-to-back bunt hits for Exira HK here in the 5th. And that'll bring on Riley Miller. 2 perfect bunts in a row.
Yeah, that was beautiful to watch. Just perfect softball being played.
And that could be the answer for this Spartan team offensively. I've seen teams just bunt, and pressure on the defense, and it can work. Small ball could be an answer.
It doesn't make for the most entertaining broadcast, but we'll sit here and watch it.
First pitch to Miller is up high for ball 1. Miller walked her last time up. Her courtesy runner scored. She got an RBI double in the first. 2-0 here in the top of the 5th. Spartans with the lead. Christian in a big jam. The 1-0. A mile-high pop-up. Could be playable for Wood. Foul ground. She is there to make the catch for out number 1. That is a huge out for Christian. One away for Briley Peterson.
Next up, number 24, Briley Peterson.
Peterson's made some good plays defensively at first. Now she comes up to try and add to the Exira lead. First pitch right down the middle for a called strike.
Sacrifice still in the playbook for the Spartans with 1 out.
Peterson has walked and struck out looking. She's 0 for 1. Larson at second, Standerson at first. The 0-1 taken for a strike 2. And it still balls in 2 strikes for Riley Peterson, the cleanup hitter for Exira. Christian delivers. A swing and a ground ball at the second. Scooped up by Knopf. Goes to first in time to get Peterson. The runners move up. Larson to third. Standerson to second. But 2 away, and here's Zoe Rasmussen.
Next up, number 11,
Good job
Zoe
there.
Rasmussen.
Just ignore the count and just focus on putting bat on the ball.
Zoe is 0 for 1. She has walked and struck out looking. 2 in scoring position. First pitch way up high and outside, missed badly with it, and Pace did a good job to get up there and snare it.
Yeah, we've seen really good work from Pace behind the dish so far, and now it's more important than ever.
1-0 now to Rasmussen. Christian now falls behind. She rears and fires, and that's up high as well. 2-0 now to Zoe Rasmussen. Big opportunity for her. 2-0 Exire with the lead. 2 on, but 2 out here in the fifth. There's his strike. Right down the middle there. Snap throw to third, but easily back is Larson. 2-1 now to Rasmussen. Christian trying to get out of this inning and keep her team only 2 down after back-to-back bunt hits to start the inning. 2-1 just misses. Took a little something off that on a change of pace. 3-1 now to Rasmussen. Hitters count for Zoe. Christian peers in, has what she wants. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Rasmussen took a big cut there.
Yeah, you can tell she really wanted to put that in a gap somewhere.
The count is full to Rasmussen. First base is open, but Christian on the attack. The payoff. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Christian keeps her team in the ball game. 2 on, 2 out. She gets the strikeout, her 10th of the game. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. Go to the top of the fifth. Still 2-0 in HK. KSOM.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
3H Customs has everything any farmer needs to be successful, and that's not an exaggeration. We offer soil sampling, crop scouting, and spraying. We also offer precision planting products, Midwest seed genetics, and nature's fertilizers. Don't forget fertilizers and anhydrous also. 3H Customs has everything the Iowa farmer needs, and we dedicate ourselves to helping each farmer be successful. For more information on how you can build that successful operation, call 249-2429 or visit 3hcustoms.com. 3H Customs, customizing your farming resources to fit your needs.
What's happened to Britney Spears? I haven't heard her in
First up, advice number 1, reach
it's all
out.
Taylor Swift now. Adele. They play Britney Spears in between innings, and I haven't heard one of her songs in like, I don't know. I don't remember the last time. Anyway, enough of my music taste. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 2-0. Exire HK with the lead. Restop. The lead things on for the Lady Vikes and a swing and a miss for strike 1. 8-9, then top of the order for the Vikes here against Riley Miller. The 0-1 to Knopp. Strike called right down the pike. Knopp popped to shorter first time up. She's 0 for 1. Vikes not hitting anything from the bottom of their lineup so far. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He's dispatched on 3 straight pitches. Strikeout number 8 for Miller. One away for the hitter, Ellen Stokes.
Miller coming out with a vengeance in the bottom of the fifth. You can tell she really wanted to open up the game, her and the rest of the Sparties, leaving 2 stranded.
Well, you look at the bottom 4 hitters. I mean, Testrow has an RBI single for the Spartans. Mulford has a walk. Swing and a miss by Stokes. 0-1. But the bottom 4 hitters for the Vikes are right now combined 0 for 7. That's taking care of business for Miller. Risers, swing and a miss for strike 2. Stokes tried to bunt her last time up, and Miller threw her out. Holly Goodman, the leadoff batter on deck. The 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's strikeout number 9 for Miller. She's trying to catch Christian.
Next up,
Two away for Goodman, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk.
Chris, I believe we're on immaculate inning watch here for Miller.
3 more pitches, it would be an immaculate inning. Swing and a miss for strike 1. She needs 2 more. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. All the games that I've called it, I've called a ton. I've never seen an immaculate inning. 0-1 to Goodman. Swing and a miss for strike two. She's one strike away from having to achieve it. That's 9 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts. That's the immaculate inning. Miller ahead of Goodman, and now the 0-2 pitch. Nope, still not going to see it.
I wonder if she had that in the back of her mind there, and it kind of messed her up, or messed up her timing, or what happened.
No, she just did. She just wanted to mess with me. She said, "I'm not going to miss Varney." The 0-2 is outside in the dirt. Now the 1-2, and a riser is way high. Believe me, I don't believe what I just said. 2-2, the count to Goodman. 2-0. Xavier each gave with the lead, but Miller showing her dominance here in the bottom of the fifth. Deuces are wild. Swing and a miss for strike three. Miller strikes out the side. She matches Christian's 10 strikeouts. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the 6. 2-0. Xavier HK on top. Back to this one.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
So we'll go to the 6th. St. Jack along with you, as Alyssa Testro will lead things off for Xavier HK. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 in the Spartans lineup, and Sienna Christian stays in the ball game for the Lady Vikes. Grace pitch and a grounder right back up to little tiny play and short by Wyman. She smothers it, but can't get up to make a play. It's an infield single for Testro. Solid hit by Testro, her second of the ball game. She rolls it right back up the middle. Wyman did a great job to just smother the ball, keep it from going into the outfield. Here's Abby Wanzer now, but it was just kind of underneath, and she was lying on the dirt. Wanzer squares immediately, bunts it foul for strike one.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. The Spartans will probably want to stick to that small ball that we saw in the previous inning, and it worked well for them, but they couldn't execute and put another run on the board.
Tom Peterson comes down the line at third to show Wanzer what she did wrong in that last at bat. Like, you got to turn, you got to square. Try and meet the ball. Wanzer struck out twice tonight against Christian. The 0-1, she bunts that one foul on the third base side over by the on-deck circle where Peyton Gust is waiting to hack. And now let's see if they take the bunt off with nothing in two. You usually say it's automatic, 0-2. But I always say if she's 0 for 2 for 2 strikeouts, you might as well try and let her bunt again. Even though if she bunts it foul, strike 3. Well, she swings and misses on the changeup. Off of first is Testro. The throw, she dives back into the bag head first and just safe.
Got a little greedy there on first base. Really wanting to put another run on the board.
Good change of pace by Christian to freeze Wanzer. Or not freeze her, but make her way out in front of it. One away for Peyton Gust. Gust turns, takes the bunt back. Snap throw again to first, and again close play. And again, Testro just barely gets back.
Yeah, she kind of made the same mistake that she made on that third strike in the last at bat, where she just kind of like idles out there in the middle in between first and second.
Gust is 0 for 2. She has popped up, grounded to second. 2-0 Xire with a lead. 1 out, runner at first. 1-0 to Gust. Squares and bunts. It stops right in front of the plate. Pace to throw to first. Throws a bullet low, but Wood reaches down and makes the play for out number 2. It'll be the sacrifice for Gus, but Pace did a great job with that one. Testro moves over to second, 2 away for the 900, Jordan Mulford.
And it kind of just got stuck in the dirt there, and the spin was still going, but it didn't go any further.
Wish I could do that on my approach shots. 1-0 to Mulford as the pitch is low. Mulford is walked and struck out. 2-0 Spartans with the lead. Runner at second for Mulford. The 1-0. And that one squirts away from Pace. Well, she took her eyes off that or not, but that's got to be a pass ball. It was inside. I think it's catchable. Testro moves down to third.
I think it's one of the very few mistakes that we've seen from behind the dish from both sides, honestly. I think that's one of the first or maybe the second pass ball that we've seen today. Very good job from behind the plate for both teams.
2-0 to Mulford. There's the strike. 2-1 now. Katie Pace, her mom and head coach, says that she is the leader of this team, and she started every game last year as an 8th grader. Now only a freshman. 2-1 to count to Mulford. Runner at third, 2 outs. The pitch. King and pop back to the screen, and we're even. Anna Larson, the top of the lineup on deck. We're in the top of the 6th inning, and the Lady Vikes cannot afford to get any further down facing Riley Miller. Deuces are wild to Mulford. The 2-2 offering from Christian. Rides her way high. Good eye by Mulford to lay off there. The diminutive Mulford again kind of gives a short strike zone a little bit and a short target. The count is full. Here's the payoff. Swinging along. While sliding home and Jordan Mulford delivers a 2-out RBI single to make it 3-0 Xire.
Great decision there by Mulford. You'll see a lot of batters who will just kind of freeze up on full counts. Not for her.
What a job by Mulford and Testro in the bottom part of the lineup producing for the Spartans. And here's Hannah Larson now. Mulford has reached base twice. Larson fouls the first pitch back way out of play for strike 1. And that's going to be the key for the Spartan team all season long. They need Taryn Peterson back. Second, it cannot be Riley Miller each and every time. They're going to pitch around her.
Yeah.
Other players have to find a way. Here's a liner right back up the middle. Hits the pitcher, Tristan, and it deflects off of it. She's able to recover and grab the softball, but not before Larson is aboard on a single.
I'm really wondering what happened there. Christian is unfazed from that. I thought it hit her right on the stomach, but she looks all right.
It was hit hard, and you can't assume that she would make a catch like that, so you got to give a single, I believe, to Larson. Mulford moves down to second. Still 2 outs, and here's Stannerson with Miller on deck. First pitch popped up. Wood gets another chance in foul ground. She's underneath. Gravity prevails. She makes the catch, and that will retire the side. But the Spartans added their lead. 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 left to more. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Xire HK 3, AHSTW nothing here at KSOM.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
First up for the Lady Vikes, number 2, Kennedy Wyman.
So we go to the bottom of the sixth now. Xyri HK on top 3-0 over AHSTW. It will be 2, 3, and 4 the Lady Vox lineup. First pitch to Kennedy Wyman is low for ball one.
We saw some very nice damage control coming from the Vikings on the defensive side. I think Xyra EHK Audubon left 2 stranded. Only got 1 on the board.
It's a big inning for the Vikes with the heart of the order here. That's a strike on the inside corner from Riley Miller. 1-1 to Wyman, who's 0 for 1. She struck out and a sacrifice. A 368 hitter a year ago. Riser is high and outside for Miller. 2-1 to Wyman. Wyman, Christian, Pace. 2, 3, and 4, and then Wood, Whaling. Lady Vikes need base runners to try and start something. The 2-1, just low. 3-1 from Miller. It's turned out to be a gorgeous night. It's turned out to be a good pitcher's duel. But the Spartans 1 run in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the sixth. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Xyri HK with 3 runs on 7 hits. Lady Vikes, no runs on 2 hits. The payoff, swing and a miss for strike 3. Big out recorded by Miller there. 11 strikeout of the night.
Christian.
She and Christian are going mano a mano in the strikeout category as well. They're tied at 11. 1 away for Christian. First pitch strike. She couldn't pull the trigger there, and Miller just working smoothly. Christian has singled and walked. The 0-1 from Miller. Here's a chopper, slowly hit to short, scooped up by Nelson. Goes to first, in time to get Christian. 2 outs in the sixth. Nice play that Nelson just made here
For the Lady Vikes, number
especially on dirt like this. It's pretty unpredictable in terms of hops, but she was able to attack that really nicely and get there in time.
Here's Pace. Also has the other base hit for the Vikes. First pitch. That's a chopper to third. Scrumbling is Tannerson. Has no play. We have our first error of the game. And the Vikes have a 2-out base runner.
Next up for the Lady Vikes, number 18, Brianna Wood.
Tom Peterson shouts encouragement from the dugout. And here's Brianna Wood. And the first pitch up the middle, right the glove of Miller. Picks it up, throws to first in time. No panic by Riley Miller. And after giving up the chopper by Pace to reach on an error, she comes back, able to glove it, then drop it, then pick it up, and retire the side. No runs, no hits, an error. 1 left. They go to the 7th. 3-0 Xyri HK here in KSOM.
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
Did you know that Mexican food is considered to be healthy?
What? How do you figure?
Almost every dish has vegetables. Salsa, all vegetables. Guacamole, avocados, and corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free.
Okay, I get it. Tacos, lettuce and tomato. So Rancho Grande for dinner?
Race it to the car.
Add more vegetables to your diet at Rancho Grande in Atlantic, and then you can indulge in a guilt-free margarita, imported beer, or dessert. Choose a healthier option at Rancho Grande. Open 7 days a week.
First up for the Spartans, number 4, Riley Miller.
3-0 Xyri HK Audubon with the lead. Part of the order for the Spartans. Miller, Riley Peterson, and Zoe Rasmussen here in the top of the 7th. And Sienna Christian must put a goose egg on the board in this half inning.
Yeah, and if you're rocking maroon right now, I don't think anyone would complain about putting another run or 2 on that board.
First pitch to Miller. Ooh, good pitch. Froze Miller. He double clutched on that one. if you don't get a good pitch in the first one, you might not get another good pitch the rest of the at-bat. 0-1 to Miller. An RBI double, a walk, and it's popped out 1 for 2. The 0-1. That's a mile-high pop fly to shallow center field. A late set by Lee Sky. It pops out of her mitt. And Miller is aboard.
Really hard to get a read on that if you're in center field. I mean, that's right in the sweet spot in between second, shortstop, and center field. So you either have a hustle or put your trust in your infield there to make the catch.
I don't know. I guess. I mean, she tried to make like a basket catch, and she dove. So I think that you can't really assume that she would make a play like that, even though it hit the glove. I got to give Miller a hit. I don't know what. There's no really such thing as an official score in high school softball. Yeah. Each team does their own scoring. King, the runner for Miller, will run. The throw is in time. Good play this time by Knopp at second to hold on to the ball and apply the tag on King. Yeah, and that's just what that's just what the Vikes needed.
Yeah, King didn't get the best jump out there towards second, and just a good throw from Pace. Good catch there by the second baseman, I believe. And that's one out.
The first pitch to Riley Peterson was a strike, and that one way high and outside as Christian missed it badly. 1-1 the count to Peterson is 0 for 2 with a walk. 3-0 the lead for the Spartans. The Vikes have just erased the leadoff batter. The 1-1 is outside. 2-1 the count now to Riley Peterson. The two hitters for the Vikes in the bottom of the 7th, 6, 7, and 8. Whaling, Lee, and Knopp. The 2-1 now to Peterson. Way up high. 3-1 out of Riley. Again, Xira playing without Karen Peterson, who's a little bit banged up. And Tom Peterson didn't give any indication when she would return. 3-1 to Riley Peterson. Just leans out of the way of that one. That's ball 4. Well, Christian had some walk problems early on.
Number 11, Zoe Rasmussen.
Walk of the game, but she hasn't walked anybody since the 3rd. A 1-out base runner, and that'll bring on Zoe Rasmussen. We'll see if Xira goes small. Rasmussen takes a strike. Zoe is 0 for 2. She has also walked, struck out twice.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a bit of squeezing going on from the batter.
The 0-1, she hasn't shown anything. That one's in the dirt, and Riley Peterson will scamper down to second on the wild pitch. 1-1 to count now to Rasmussen. With Testrote on deck, you still got a strike to play for. I wouldn't be surprised if you squared it here and bunted. That one's in the dirt. You don't need to. It goes back to the screen, and Peterson just got gifted third base.
Yeah, the Spartans kind of had their work cut out for them there. I mean, just putting one on third, you still got the same batter up that was there on first. I mean,
now, Tom Peterson, you can call timeout in high school softball. I think Tom has just done that. This is a dangerous situation for the Lady Vikes. You could, with the count 2-1, it's a perfect opportunity to put on a squeeze play. Although Peterson does not run great, but it's still a good opportunity here. 2-1. Instead, right back up the middle, up by Christian. It's the third, and it is in time for the double play.
Goodness.
You're kidding me.
That was beautiful, Chris.
Well, I was waiting to see the call, but I thought she had her, and it was a rip by Rasmussen, but it was right out Christian, and she makes the double play to retire the side. Xira HK comes up empty in the top of the 7th. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. Last call for the Lady Vikes. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 3-0. Xira HK Audubon on top. Back after this on KSOM.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
3-0. Xavier HK Audubon with the lead. Lower line Whaling will lead things off for the Lady Vikes. They need base runners. First pitch to Whaling is low for ball one. This is the bottom part of the lineup that Riley Miller has dominated. Whaling is 0 for 2. She has struck out, grounded to third. A nice play at first on a good stretch by Peterson. There's a strike called from Miller. 1-1 to Whaling. She's a veteran hitter. 292 a year ago. Swing and a miss for strike two. Miller went right after. 1-2 the count to lower line Whaling. This time she gets time as she gets into the box. And that one just a tad high from Miller. Even at 2-2.
A lot of great discipline coming from both sides when it comes to the bats.
Miller seems to be just as strong as she was at the start of the game. Strike and miss for strike three. Strikeout number 12 from Miller. One out
Next
now
up,
for
number
Brooke.
9, Brooke Lee.
The center fielder for the Lady Vikes is 0 for 2. She has been retired on a bunt. And she tries to jump up in the box and takes a swing and strike one. Might have nicked it for a foul tip. Either way, it's strike one. She's way back in the left side of the box. Now she jumps up and she hacks at it low and able to roll it foul on the third base side, and Miller ahead 0-2. Three nothing. Xavier HK on top, trying to close this one out. The 0-2. Oh, hit her in the back. Well, that one's going to leave a knot.
Didn't even flinch there, Chris. She was so happy to wear that one.
Lady Vikes, number 1,
Well, she did reach back and with her arm to feel the spot. She'll feel it tomorrow. But there is life now in the Lady Vikes with a runner at first and one out. And here's Knopf. She takes one low for ball one. Riley Miller is not one to be rattled, but maybe that pitch shook her just a tad. Trying to recover her. And she does there. Swing and a miss for strike one. Knopf is 0 for 2. She's popped to short and struck out. The 1-1. Popped straight up into the air. Miller is just going to call everybody off. Makes the play. She throws to first, but back to the bag is Lee. And there's 2 out now for Natalie Stokes. Would love to get Hallie Goodman a chance to bat. Well, Miller would love to end it right here. 3-0 in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike one. Miller has been dominant. She has not allowed a hit since the first inning. The 0-1. Swing a little looper. Takes a funny bounce. Dives in the dirt. Miller shovels into first to retire the side. And Xavier EHK Audubon comes away with the victory here tonight as Riley Miller pitches a 2-hit shutout and leads the Spartans to a 3-0 victory. We'll take a timeout. When we return, we'll have the totals and wrap this one up. It's 3-0, the final. Xavier HK Audubon over AHSTW. Back after this on KSOM.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
3H Customs has everything any farmer needs to be successful, and that's not an exaggeration. We offer soil sampling, crop scouting, and spraying. We also offer precision planting products, Midwest seed genetics, and nature's fertilizers. Don't forget fertilizers and anhydrous also. 3H Customs has everything the Iowa farmer needs, and we dedicate ourselves to helping each farmer be successful. For more information on how you can build that successful operation, call 249-2429 or visit 3hcustoms.com. 3H Customs, customizing your farming resources to fit your needs.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
So Riley Miller puts on a show here tonight and helps Xyra HK Audubon to a 3-0 win. Miller throws a 2-hit shutout here tonight, and Xyra HK tacks on 1 in the first, 1 in the third, and 1 in the sixth to get the win. And Jack, it was an impressive display. Miller just keeping the Lady Vikes off balance the entire game.
Yeah, definitely. And I think if you're an AHSTW Vi Queen right now, one thing I'm going to do is keep my chin up. For Sienna Christian to come out in her first year of high school softball and keep the number 2 team in the state to only 3 runs. I mean, I know that Xyra HK Audubon had like some offensive troubles that Tom Peterson had mentioned, but nevertheless, it's still the number 2 team in the state coming off a loss in the 2A championship.
It really is. It's a great performance. I said at the start that maybe a weakness coming in for HSTW would be pitching. I don't think so. I think Sienna Christian is going to be just fine. She had some control issues. It was the first game of the year. She'll sort that out, I think. She had 11 strikeouts in the ball game, and she will be just fine. I thought offense was going to be a strength for the Lady Vikes, and that seemed to be a problem. They were going up against Riley Miller. So the line totals of the ball game, they're unofficial. For Xyra HK Audubon, 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They leave 8. HTW, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. They leave 6. Miller, the winner, 2-0. Christian falls to 0-1. Time of the game, 1 hour and 31 minutes. Tomorrow we got baseball, our first baseball game of the season, and you'll see Xyra HK. They're heading to Guthrie Center to take on ECGC. It's a 5 o'clock start. Tomorrow we'll have all the action here on KSOM. That's going to wrap up our coverage here tonight at AHSTW. I want to thank Michael Sherpack of the Plush KSOM studios. For Jack McKee, this is Chris Varney signing off from AHSTW High School, reminding you once again the final score: Xyra HK Audubon 3, AHSTW nothing. Good night, everybody, from Avoca, Iowa on KSOM.